Time now for a full look at weather with our Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist Dan Cianca. Hey, Dan.
Hey there, Austin. It's kind of the calm before the storms, plural, although storm might be kind of an over-exaggeration of what to expect in the coming days. Either way, we've got some weather on the way, so let's break into it. And we'll start with taking a look at our sunset from Salinas tonight. It's a nice day today. A little bit cooler than yesterday, but we had a lot of sunshine, so we got that going for us. But take a look at some high temperatures from today. We were notably cooler despite all of the sunshine today. In some cases, highs dropped 10 degrees. Salinas, for example, the high today was 10 degrees cooler than what it was yesterday. Arroyo Seco was our hot spot at 76. Most of us were in the 60s around the bay and in those nearby valleys today. And well, if you're in the sun, it felt nice. If you're in the shade, it might have felt a little cool to you. Out there tonight, taking a look at some temperatures, we've dipped into the 40s in a few spots in Marina and Watsonville, for example. Elsewhere, mostly in the 50s at this hour. It's still a little cooler in our higher elevations as well. But we do have some clouds along the coast associated with this weather system. But things are still on the calm side at the moment as we take a live look from Domenicos. I'm going to zoom out a little bit for you and let's talk about this system. It is fairly complex, and I've had a number of people asking me, is the atmospheric river coming, Dan? Well, technically there's a weak atmospheric river associated with this storm system, but I don't like that term. We talked about it. You heard all these mentions last year in the media. 84 atmospheric rivers swept through the state. I'm making up the number, obviously, and being dramatic, but that's not really the important part of this storm system. An atmospheric river is just a conduit of moisture. If it sits over you for a long time and you've got the support of a storm system along with it to help use the moisture, and then sure, that's certainly a big deal. And those are the storms that I will refer to as atmospheric rivers throughout our winter season. But this is not really one of those situations. What we have here is a Pacific low pressure system. It's actually several lows rotating around each other. And each of these lows have basically their own little weather systems with it. And several of them are going to be passing by in the next couple of days. The first moves by overnight. We catch just the edge of it as it passes by. It might give us a couple of light showers along the coast. That's about it. In fact, most of tomorrow, this is noon tomorrow, is warm and sunny. Now on Wednesday, the next one loads up and starts to move its way through. That's going to pass by Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. And then we'll be in the kind of moist southwest flow on Thursday before the next one kind of rolls in and then decides to come in Friday into Saturday. Then the whole system moves through Saturday, and the next thing you know, high pressure builds in behind it. So what we have is several waves that are going to be coming through, and each of them will have some rain and some wind with them. So we're going to break down what that's going to mean for you in your hometown here over the next couple of days. We'll start with the first 24 to 48 hours. As I mentioned overnight, we're going to catch the very edge of this first little system coming by, and that may just be enough to bring us a couple of light showers. Areas that could see some rain overnight, points are to the Monterey Peninsula, so basically just right here, and then maybe western Santa Cruz County, west of like Watsonville. That's about it as this passes by. All of us outside of that are going to stay dry. And even if you are in that zone, you might see an isolated shower at best. It's not going to be a big impact. It'll happen overnight. Maybe a wet spot on the road during your morning commute. That's it. The rest of tomorrow, nice and sunny. Most of the wind stays offshore. It'll be breezy in a few areas. We'll have some gusts on the exposed coast and maybe over the hills at times tomorrow. But ultimately tomorrow will be warmer than today as the system sits offshore and starts to build. Now on Wednesday, as that next wave comes in, we'll start to see some clouds developing, and that's when I think we'll start to see some stronger winds, notably on the exposed coast and in the hills, as this is more southerly flow. And we'll actually see a good band of moisture come through. This is going to be Wednesday afternoon. It may impact that get out of school time. I know some places are early release on Wednesday, but you might be dealing with some rain. Evening commute Wednesdays, this passes through. It looks pretty crazy coming through, but really what it is likely going to be what we call warm frontal rains, which will be kind of moderate rainfall at the most. I'm not expecting anything too heavy, and it will be impacted by rain shadowing. So a lot of our interior valleys may not see much as this passes by, but along the coast, certainly in the mountains, we're going to get some moderate rainfall with this. It'll be followed by a few showers overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning, and the winds will start to die down a little bit. But during that process, keep in mind the winds are going to be coming out of the south. We haven't had much southerly wind since the springtime, so there might be branches sitting in trees that haven't been impacted by our more commonly northwesterly winds throughout the year. Next thing you know, you got a southerly wind, it knocks this tree branch down, knocks out a power line, blocks a road. that's what we're dealing with on Wednesday. So some power outages possible, or some isolated road closures possible. So here's a look at Futurecast precip overnight, and barely showing anything with this first wave. The Wednesday wave looking a little more moist. Areas maybe picking up 1/4 of an inch, perhaps a little bit more in the Santa Cruz Mountains. That's just the first 48 hours, and as I mentioned, there will be more coming later in the week, which we'll address as we get a little bit closer. In the meantime, quick look at your temperature forecast. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly for you tomorrow. Mid-60s in Santa Cruz, so just a touch warmer than today, but barely. You'll still have southerly winds off the bay tomorrow. We will warm up in Salinas, though, 71, 74 in Hollister. Watsonville, a few degrees warmer tomorrow at 69 degrees. Even the Monterey Peninsula warmer tomorrow with mid to upper 60s as opposed to the low to mid 60s, which is what you saw today. And then down south, mostly 70s, but nothing too extreme. Mostly, for the most part, I guess we're looking at seasonable highs tomorrow. So looking at that 7-day forecast, again, rain more likely on Wednesday across the region. And then just some coastal showers on Thursday. I don't think Thursday is going to be a super wet day for us. That's why I have it partly cloudy. But on Friday and Saturday, it looks like a couple more rounds of showers are going to come through. And the timing of those, I'm just not sure of just yet. So they could be in the middle of the day. They could be at night. We'll probably see some breaks in between. The timing will be a lot easier as we get a little bit closer, so make sure to stay tuned to the forecast. One thing I'm pretty sure of, though, is by Sunday we'll be dry and looking at almost offshore flow, which will warm us up out of the weekend. Inland areas probably won't see any precipitation until Wednesday. And again, we will be dealing with some rain shadowing then. Maybe an isolated shower on Thursday, but it will be very isolated. Friday and Saturday, you'll have a better chance of showers and may even see an isolated thunderstorm during that period. And notice one other thing here I just want to mention. Notice temperatures don't get all that cold with this system. Really, we stay on the warm side of it for most of its lifespan. And even when it does pass by, it'll have warmed up significantly. So we're really not looking at a lot of cold air. It looks like fairly mild. And of course, we will continue to keep an eye on things, so make sure to stay tuned to the forecast, Austin.
Appreciate it, Dan. Thank you so much.